Already, Tracy, the challenge assigned is stealth, heavy bags, reinforced cameras, and faster detection. It's faster detection, and that's kind of the worst part of all of this, since that's not exactly great for the whole not getting caught thing, and it is scientists after all. But then aside from that, there's reinforced cameras, which is, well, completely useless to say the least, or almost completely useless. And aside from that, there's, well, heavy bags, which isn't exactly much more useful. But regardless, we need that guard to move away so that we can actually get this door open, since that door is actually being watched by a camera, and it is reinforced cameras after all. But then again, we could always go to the other side. But then again, the simplest option would be to just, well, wait for the guards to move, and that's effectively it. Now, unfortunately, there's a guard right over there, which, once again, isn't for some reason what we want. So we could always just try to get the guard to move. And it might be a really, really bad idea, but somehow the guard might just not. Really? Well, it's alright, we could always just go across the map and just going through that way instead. It seems like a viable option, so we really might as well just go with it, since that is absurd, and we're not gonna wait another cycle. So we're gonna get this door open over here, and once it's open, we can just go indoors, and then afterwards try and find a screwdriver, which, hopefully, well, I mean, that's convenient. Not even behind a locked door, which does make it really, really convenient to actually obtain. And I mean, right now, we could try looking for Falcon, see when Falcon gets on the radio, and then just, well, find the head of security, which isn't over there, and isn't over. Well, seemingly that guard's being spotted right now, which does make me think that Cyber thinks that that's the. Well, that's a convenient place, so we're just gonna leave Cyber to that. And who knows? We might get a keycard in a bit, we might not, and hopefully we do. But first, we're gonna get into the basement, pay it a visit, then afterwards go back outside and see what we can do to actually help. Since, well, we don't really have to use the screwdriver, and we don't really have to shoot through the vent, which is quite nice, really. So we're just gonna go over here. There is not a keycard, so we're just going to walk back inside very, very calmly, and then afterwards, just use the screwdriver, and then afterwards get it open. Shouldn't be too complicated, but right now Falcon's on the radio, so we should quickly search around for anyone else that might be on the radio, and who knows, it might be of use to us, it might not. Hi there! So now that we've actually found the actual guard, which, this seems like a good time, it's a. Actually, I see a guard over there. You just keep walking over there, and you just don't notice anything, and that's perfect for all of us, since that was probably the most absurd takeout ever, and I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm just gonna get this open, and we're just gonna breach inside, and that's literally it. So, once that opens, which would be hopefully decently soon, and since we need to actually rush a bit because of, well, we took out two guards already, and that's not really a good thing, so we're just gonna walk inside, and we're just gonna take you out. And since we've got a screwdriver, we have to quickly go find a door, and we have to quickly breach inside, and hopefully, since you're continuing to walk away, all will go well. All will not go well, please stop looking at me, let me get this panel open, and then we can get it rewired. Since right now, we are most definitely working against the clock, especially if someone were to take out another guard, so we're just gonna try and avoid doing that. But now that we've got that code, we're just gonna rewire it. Or more accurately, the instructions. We're gonna get it open, and then afterwards, hopefully the guard doesn't actually turn around and look at us, which would be quite bad. But now that it's open, we could always just go inside. And I mean, we could always start with that. Back down over here. Knock you out, and then knock you out. And that's essentially it, so. Well, if that isn't convenient, I don't know what is, so we're just gonna bag Falcon up. We're not gonna complain about that, and we're just gonna grab the two items and just leave the bag in here. And then afterwards, we've got two more guards to take out, which, I mean, shouldn't be too complicated since we've already taken out someone, and that means that there should be one more guard right now. And since those doors are most definitely closed right now, unfortunately, we'll have to take this back for a bit longer, but so far, heavy bags hasn't been much of a hindrance. But right now, what we really, really want to do is just, well, find the remaining guards and just take them all out, which, so far, is not looking good. Where? Hi there, nice to meet you. I could actually take out a radio right now, but you know what, let's take out a radio. Actually, I've got no way to actually lure him, so Right, that guard's not gonna get alerted, which is quite fantastic. So we're just gonna take him out, and then we're just gonna go through here, all the way through here, and we're just gonna take him out. And that should, in theory, be everyone. And if it isn't, it's going to be really, really awkward. But hopefully it is, so hopefully we're gonna be walking out through here. And then afterwards, we're just gonna have Rivera walk over here. And then right then, that's the daily challenge that is just under 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We're not gonna question that. Cheers everyone, have a great time.